I love to go because it's
Have you gone to the Sunday class with Pam?
I haven't done your repeat.
Is that how it works? Because I want to make a note in the family handbook, Roman said. He smiled at his sister, who shook her head. Okay, I deserve that, but I didn't come home with stitches in my face and missing a finger. I'm not going to get in it with you this morning. But whatever's going on with you two, it's got something to do with Daddy.
So I feel tired today, like extremely tired and sore, but it's par for the course. And today is Sunday. I normally don't train on Sundays. I usually play basketball on Sundays, but we don't have any open run today because the basketball gyms are closed. So I did go to the gym today also because I know tomorrow I won't be able to go. So to keep my momentum, to keep my schedule, to keep my consistency, I went today. But normally I have like the 2 days off before I go back into my Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or every other day type lift. But tomorrow and Tuesday I won't be in the gym, so I do still get my 2 days off. I'll be back on Wednesday. But I am sore. But I will say that I'm starting to see a little bit of progress in a sense where like I think my body is starting to adapt to the movement of the pull-up. So like my last set of pull-ups felt really, even though they were still assisted, they felt really good. Like they felt really like smooth. So hopefully next week I can go down in the assistance. I can use a lighter resistance band, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. If not, if anything, I'll just do an extra rep or something like that. So I showed up. That's the important part. I showed up. And I am still listening to King of Ashes in the gym and reading it on my Kindle. So it's a tandem read. But I think I'm on chapter 16. And it kind of reminds me of Breaking Bad in a sense. Because it's like the person who ends up in some illegal activity is doing it for a reason that is a good reason in a sense, but it's still a bad thing. And there's this thing that he said in the main character Roman says And one of his thoughts was, he keeps telling himself, I'm not a bad person, I'm not a bad person. But if you do the wrong thing for the right reasons, does that make it okay? Or am I still considered a bad person? Something like that. And I was like, I know there are people who like really think about that type of thing, because it's like for instance, Aladdin stole, no, not Aladdin, Peter Pan stole from the rich to feed the poor. Stealing is bad. But he did it for a good reason, so he didn't consider himself a bad person. So I guess that's where you get like the anti-hero versus, or the vigilante versus a hero or a villain. So they're like in between. You're either anti-hero or vigilante. So you're not good or bad. You kind of just do both. Or you're a hero and it's all good, or you're a villain and it's all bad. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just rambling. But I am enjoying the book. But I am kind of anxious and ready to get to my next read. Probably because it got released to me on Libby. Libby has this thing where even if you don't place a hold for a book all of them at the same time, it seems like they release them all to you at the same time. I got 6 holds that said that they were ready. And I was like, bro, I can't read 6 books at once. I do tend to read 3 books at once, but right now I'm only reading 1 book. And that's on purpose. But yeah. That's all for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, friend. Thanks for listening to me rant and chat about my books per usual. And if this is your vibe, subscribe and join the tribe. And leave a comment. Okay, later.